What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on Telegram. That's t.me/KingofFomo1, as well as my chat, which is going to be linked in the description below. As I'm sure you guys have heard of by now, there's a new hot token called Keep3r, or Keep3r version 1. This is by Andre Cronje, and I think that this coin has a ton of potential. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video, the pricing potential of the Keep3r token. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into exactly what the Keep3r token does. If you're generally just a trader who's trying to make profit here in the DeFi space, it's not going to matter too much at the current moment, and I'll get into the reasons why. But I think that this coin is very different than a lot of the other coins that we've seen in DeFi. I know that this 1000% is generally unattractive when you're seeing a coin go up 1000% in a day. It generally means stay far away. This thing is going to dump, buy back when it's lower, but Keep3r might be an exception for a lot of different reasons. So just to give you a general overview of what this token does. Again, you guys can read this article and go deeper into it with other YouTubers, but let me read it right here. It says, Andre Cronje detailed the purpose of this project in a blog that he started this week. In this post, Cronje pointed out that smart contracts that the use of smart contracts is increasingly common, resulting in more and more complex solutions. One of the problems that arise that these smart contracts need an external trigger. So a lot of things that computers can't do, smart contracts have been limited to stopping at that point. They can't really go beyond something that a computer can't track or can't figure out. So what the Keep3r token does essentially is it just allows people to kind of intervene and provide data to the blockchain that computers can't naturally get on their own right now. So that, in a sense, is a pretty big game changer in the DeFi space. And you guys have to keep in mind that this isn't a typical DeFi coin, because generally you see a lot of these other coins just tweaking the idea of another coin that has already been released, or just copying something else and changing it up a little bit, or releasing something that's vaporware that never really comes to fruition, or just not really being successful with their coin at all. Being a token that's not really needed. So Keep3r does seem like a token that is definitely needed in the DeFi space to push DeFi to the next level. Now, one of the tokens that you guys can compare this to, Andre Cronje, like I said, is the guy that created this thing, and he's the same guy that was behind Yearn Finance, or YFI. And if you are looking at low cap DeFi coins, you know that the Y tokens are extremely common. I'm sure there's been hundreds of those things, hundreds of clones of the idea, or at least the name of Yearn Finance, trying to capitalize on its success. So Andre Cronje, the same guy who created this coin, currently ranked 46 with a $363 million market cap, is creating this Keep3r token, brand spanking new, with a $58 million market cap. And let me cut right to the chase. The price that I think this thing can get to is pretty much close to the same as YFI if it does gain success. So that would be about 6x from what you're looking at right now. And the positive with this as well, compared to other Uniswap tokens, is that it has a ton of liquidity already. So you can actually make a lot of money with it if you have a lot of money to trade, potentially. So like I said, that's the potential with the price. I think a 6x is definitely possible. And I do think that what's going to likely happen as this project continues to roll out, people are going to learn more about how it's used. People are going to learn more about how they can tweak the contract, and you're going to see other coins and contracts come out that are either going to mimic the Keep3r system, or at least be a part of the Keep3r system as well, which is going to give more value to the Keep3r token overall. I do think that this is a very early time for this, and I don't think that this price is overpriced at any means or sense. There's 200,000 tokens in supply, which is pretty low for a cryptocurrency. Personally, I did just YOLO in about 40 Ethereum into here. I'm going to YOLO in another 40 right now, just to show you guys that I do want to try this project out. Now, keep in mind, I'm not telling you to deposit all of your Ethereum in here. Please be mindful and don't just like do what I do, because like this to me is nothing. I can lose this and it won't matter to me. And I've done my cost analysis, I've done my risk analysis with this, and this is something that I'm comfortable doing. You guys have to do the same thing. Just because I'm excited about this coin, just because I think that it's going to change and go up a lot in value, doesn't mean that that's going to happen. We actually saw with Andre's last coin, EMN, it completely crashed and died. It got not necessarily scammed out, but exploited, and everybody lost pretty much all of their Ethereum. The same thing can happen with Keep3r as well, so just do be mindful of that. So let me go ahead and do a 40 ETH buy right here. That's going to give me another 52 Keep3r. I wanted to get to 100, but I was actually planning on doing that when this was at like $180, and I missed my chance. So too bad, so sad, poor me. So I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up to 80 Gwei so I can get that confirmed really quickly. And there we go. So now I have about 80 ETH worth of Keep3r tokens, and I have actually a little bit more because I did deposit here into the bonds system just to test that out. I think I put about 40 Keep3r in here when this thing first came out. Just to see what the project looks like overall. So that is the Keep3r token, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it has a ton of upside potential, and we're in the beginning development stages. There's not too many people that can tell you what this does, but just like with YFI, and just like how so many other kind of variations of YFI came out, and so many use cases of YFI came out, and again, YFI along with Sushi Swap and a few other things is what kicked off the DeFi phase. It's the reason why Ethereum, I think, went up to $400. It's the reason why DeFi had $2 billion of volume, why Uniswap grew, because of these revolutionary changing DeFi coins. Not because of your typical Uniswap coins that just come out and have a funky little name and just die overnight, but because of coins like this that push the space forward. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Keep3r does. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to learn more about it, to try to use the back end. And like I said, it's gonna start out real rocky like this. YFI started off like this, not really pretty, but as you know, in crypto, things start off very beta, and then as time goes on, it'll become more attractive. I know that this is not the most attractive thing to look at, but it'll become more attractive and easier to understand if you don't understand how Keep3r works at all. But if you're just like me, and you're looking to turn a profit with this token, and then you just want to look at the numbers. We look at the fully diluted market cap right here. It's only $58 million, rank 125, which is actually pretty good. I think earlier it was ranked 400 something, and that's when I bought in my first buy. So it's got a lot of room to grow if we compare it to Andre's most successful project, which is Yearn Finance, with which is actually down right now. You know, Yearn Finance actually used to be higher, so you can actually kind of multiply that by 12. You could see a potential 12x if Keep3r reaches the same level as what YFI did at its peak. But we can definitely get to, I think, a $300 million market cap or somewhere close to that. I think that this current market cap is really low. This is just my personal opinion. I think the current market cap is really low for what this coin can potentially achieve. Again, things can go wrong. Things have gone wrong in the past. Maybe Keep3r version 2 will be a better version of this, but there's other things that are actually attached to this too, like let me see, the coin's on here, like it's one of the trending coins. Unilend Finance token is actually, I think, attached to the Keep3r token. So there's a lot of research that I have to do to be able to explain to you guys better what this is, but if you guys do your own research, I mean, you guys can come to your own conclusions about all of this stuff. That is everything for today, guys. Definitely keep this token on your radar. Just watch it at least. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow up in my chat if you guys have more to add. I'm not the most knowledgeable person on the planet. I know that. I'm gonna be humble and tell you that I make wrong decisions all the time, and I explain things bad all the time, and I mostly learn from you guys in the chat. I wouldn't have found Keep3r so early if it wasn't for my Telegram chat. Somebody mentioned it in there. I looked it up. I got it cheap, and I was able to get like 4 or 5x in a matter of hours from that chat. So that chat is very helpful if you guys are sticking to it, and you can really sift through, because there's a lot of crap in the chat too, and I can't really control that. I mean, you guys got to figure out the difference between coins that are just crap and coins that actually have potential. And I think that's why the chat is valuable still, being a free chat, so that we can find projects like this amongst the crap that's in there as well. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification if you haven't yet. Peace out.